Thank you, Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues. Aishatubinani, Ahmed-Binani, representing Adama Central. Mr. President, let me commend the promoter of this bill, because I believe in considering this bill, my opinion is that to create an avenue for producing outstanding performer to the office of governor, deputy president, and vice president is a welcome and desirable idea. Having said that, Mr. President, considering the number of political parties we have in the nation and also the states, the number of states, it is going to be it is going to impose an additional burden on our electoral commission to be saddled with such responsibility, both in human and financial resources. And we all know that INEC is being funded by the federal government. And we all know that the processes and procedure to the main election itself is very, very high. So what I think is that we should try as much as possible to avoid any burden that will lead to another expenditure. Most importantly, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, the task of producing good candidates solely lies with the political parties, because that is where the foundation of principle of democracy lies. The promoter of the bill cite example with America. In America, Your Excellency, we have 3 debate organizers, that is Democratic National Committee, DNC. This committee is saddled with the responsibility of organizing the debate within the party, is party affair. And also we have Republican National Committee, does the same for Republican. Then we have the Commission of Presidential Committee, which is this commission, Mr. President, my distinguished colleague, is an independent, non-partisan and non-profit organization which does not receive funding from government, political parties, or candidates. It is sponsored by non-governmental organizations. They have nothing to do with electoral processes and procedure. So, Mr. President, they are saddled with the responsibility that when these two parties bring out, all parties brings out their best candidate, they conduct that debate for them. And we already have such body in Nigeria, which is called Nigerian Election Debate Group, since the return of democracy in 1999. And I also quite agree with my brother Jibrin Barrow for saying whether it should be mandatory or otherwise. Mr. President, we all know that you might be number one in school, but coming to lead people, you might not be the best. We all know that. So I think we should also give the consideration that Barrow's mentioned, as in whether it's to be compulsory or otherwise. But the issue of INEC conducting that debate should not even arise. Thank you, Mr. President.
Senator, you said